Welcome back, everyone. April showers bring May flowers, right? Well, it's not April yet, but we're getting pretty close to it. Only one more week. We've already officially made our way into spring, and now it's time to do a little spring cleaning, whether it's your garage or your garden. Organization is a must, and this morning we have Joey Diaz and Monica Gonzalez from Lowe's here to help you keep things in order. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
You brought us some wonderful plants, and you know, we've done a segment in the past where we sort of talk about getting your garden started. Now we're going to talk about the flowers, the flower aspect. So what kinds of plants grow the best in South Texas?
Oh, we have some New Guinea impatiens, and those do well in the shade or highlight. And we also have some coleus right in front of you also, that's also for highlight. You can also grow those indoors as well. And of course we also have our bougainvilleas, and those are full sun, and you see those around everywhere.
They're wonderful because you have the flowers, but they also go really tall, so they can kind of hide some imperfections in maybe your fence.
Your fence line, yes.
You also have some marigolds. How do those do around here?
Marigolds are also full sun, and you can also grow those in pots or on the ground as well. And of course we also have our impatiens that are also shade or bright hard highlight, and our lantana that is also full sun, and that's of course a native to here down South Texas.
And you know, something that you touched on right now is the organization, because a lot of people don't necessarily put their gardens together properly. So let's talk about where you plant certain things. Where, I mean, in terms of the flowers and the shrubbery, there's two different types of things. How would you plant those? Could you plant those together? Which ones grow best in things like pots?
Well, you can always grow the bougainvillea in a pot as well. Just, you know, as soon as it starts growing bigger, you would want to go ahead and transfer it into a bigger pot. Pretty much all of these you can grow in pots. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and have a high background, which was something that's tall in your background, and something that's low ground, which is like your lantana or impatiens up in the front of it.
Okay, sounds good. And of course, you don't want your plants to die, right? You're investing all this money in these plants. What are some of the best fertilizers, some of the best things to put on them?
Well, we have our Miracle Grow, and before you plant, we also have what it is. It's a plant food that you would put on before planting it. That way it doesn't go into shock. And it also helps with it stimulates the roots as well. Okay. And we also have our Miracle Grow, and that you can always apply 7 to 14 days.
Okay, great. Now we're going to stop right here, because coming up in our next hour, we're going to talk about where you can store your Miracle Grow, because our garages sometimes can get kind of out of control. You got to dust those cobwebs off. So we'll be back in just a little bit. You don't want to miss our next segment with Lowe's. Stay with us.